What up, y'all? It's Yaya with the Rising Dandelion. And before I give y'all this reading, I just wanted to show y'all my bracelets. I'm making some more today. Get them a little preview, you know what I mean? But I also got this new bead ring. Love this one. It has heart, hematite hearts. Love it. Then I have here this citrine, one of my faves. And then my rose quartz. So I got these. We're gonna go ahead and do a reading to see what's going on with y'all. We're in February already, like halfway, I guess. Let's just see what y'all need to see. What do people need to know in this message that I'm about to do right now? Let's see. Progress is coming. Things are going to work out. You got to keep your mind right. Jupiter is direct now, so things are moving, things are flowing. Rest. If you've been trying to do the most to try to make things work, well, you've done enough. Take the break, take the rest. Get it together. Don't let these people try to play you. Don't try to play yourself by doing too much. Because if you got to do too much, say too much, or think too much about it, you got to let it go. Okay? You have the right people in your corner that you can trust and rely on, but you're not giving them the opportunity to show up as that. You're probably not even going to them at all, and that's understandable. Sometimes there's, things that have happened that we need to heal from, but once you get that rest, you're gonna know who and why you gotta go to these people. There's a lot of success, a lot of aha moments, and a lot of really good things that are gonna come into play once you guys allow yourself to receive what is meant for you, regardless if that's physical blessings, emotional support, mental support, feeling loved, however that looks. But at the end of the day, you're going to need that help because there's going to be an obstacle that comes up, some type of test or challenge that is going to be in the journey of the progress and journey of what's to come and what's to shift and change. So a lot of progress is on the way, but of course without any delay, without any kind of interference. Springtime is going to be when we really see this, between March and May. So if you are anticipating that, you're right on the ball. Just make sure you pour some more self-love into yourself, okay? Because without that, it's very hard to receive exactly what we're meant to if we can't receive it the first time. So say someone gives you a compliment, you don't know how to receive it, work on that self-love so you can receive more, because it is okay to receive compliments. It is okay to receive positive feedback. It is okay to receive love, because all blessings come in the form of love. If you're not giving yourself that love to begin with, how are you going to be ready to receive the blessings that are meant for you? So with that being said, once you can do that, this is where you start to see the improvements, not just financially, but physically. You start to glow, you start to look better, you start to feel better, you start to just see life better. And when that happens, you need to stay grounded, okay, boom? You need to stay grounded, you need to stay together, okay? Because if you don't, regardless of what happens, there's still going to be a conflict that comes up, only because there's always a hater somewhere. I was going to cuss, but there's always a hater somewhere that has a problem with how you shine. Keep shining. Because that's going to trigger them. That's a them problem. That's not a you problem, boo. Just keep that real. Because if you pour into this conflict, you're going to drain yourself. And you're going to have to do the whole cycle again of resting. And that's boring. That's boring. So outside of that conflict, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to be run through and dog walked by your anxieties, your fears, and your worries. So if you don't get it together, boom, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna be lost. You're gonna be all over the place. You're gonna be stuck, you got family. You got family that's in your lane. You got family that's gonna love and protect you. No matter how that looks, you got a strong one in your side. The people that love you fight those anxieties daily. So allow them to help you. These anxieties are nothing more but weeds. And even then, the weed has medicine. And not saying, whole weed, but the weeds, there's the dandelion. Dandelions are medicine. Find out what that weed is showing up for you and why you need to tend to it. Because if you're always just snipping it, it's always going to grow back more, 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 more. You're never going to be able to see where you're going and what you're doing. So when springtime comes around, use that imagination to speak into existence the solutions, the things you require, the structures, the foundations, the support, the resources, just being open to receiving the things that you need in order to make that happen, And so when we see those things start to improve, you're going to probably have either children or siblings, just young children in your life, to confirm that, to validate that, to say, wow, this is so cool. This is amazing. Embrace that, because that is filling up your cup all the way. But if you're being hard on yourself, it's going to get tough, So this conflict that's coming up is going to be a mirror to what you may be avoiding. It could be a mirror to your growth. Like say you're working on yourself and this conflict reminds you of like a past self or a past situation. It's going to come through the form of a person. And this person is set on misunderstanding you. They're set on having a fight. They're set on trying to plant those seeds of anxiety into your brain. And this is why grounding and self-love is most important. So once you see how to maneuver this by easily just pulling these weeds out, planting a new garden, planting new seeds, you're gonna be unstoppable. This is a mental breakthrough. As you can see, there's a whole saint on there. Okay, it looks like Athena, but it could be anyone you want it to be. But this is where, like, if you don't get your anxieties in order, very easily you're manifesting and creating more obstacles for yourself. And it's like waiting on the edge of a cliff and being worried that you're going to fall off when you can just step back. No one's going to push you if you're not in a space to be pushed, And if you're always ready and, wishing someone would, well, guess what? Your wishes are granted, because why would you, The other thing that I'm seeing here is with this person, they're going to see these breakthroughs come through, these aha moments, but you need to, okay? Don't be telling these people what you got. Don't be telling them what you did, who you got, what you're doing, how you got it. None of that matters. None of that matters to them. That's just for you, okay? Does not matter. So when I see this column, this group of just spades, bro, blessings always come with a test to make sure that you can maintain it. If you cannot get past this conflict and test in your own mind, it's going to be rough, okay? So leaning into your family, this is where peace and healing have to come in. This is where peace and healing allow you to overcome everything that you need. So if you're putting all your attention, your time, your money into the distractions, because that's what they are, well, it's going to be a while before you see progress in the way that you want it to be. So like after springtime ends, say summer gets really rough, you may not be able to have an opportunity to come out of that until like October, November. And that's a really long time in just a year, and so things are going to work out, absolutely, but they're happening in order to teach you and to show you what's going on in your mind, in your heart, in your world, in your spirit. And when we have peace, when we are healing, when we're creating safety and security in our world, especially when the world is chaotic, it's very easily to be triggered and to have these situations happen that are, really pushing us to be in challenges. And that's just more chaos on top of more chaos. So 922 when I saw that, because that's 1111 in my eyes. So I hope all of this helps. Something told me to just go ahead and channel through, and I didn't really have anything in mind originally, but I'm glad I did. Thanks for watching. Book me for a reading. And the last update I'll say is majority of my readings are donation based. Candle work is any kind of service really is donation based. I do have workshops coming up, so check it out. Check out the link tree that's been replaced. It's not Linktree anymore, it's my page. But it has all the updates that you need. And if you need a reading and you're like, I can't afford one, guess what? I am offering a free reading in exchange for liking and commenting on my post, at least 10 of them. So with that, look at that, 10/10. Yes, boo. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this gave you a little bit of spark of inspiration and clarity. And let me know what you think. Bye.